have in the studio here? From left to right on your radio dial.
To my left side, we have no other than Rand Laurent.
Oh.
On the left side, our booking agent, who has made a lot of these things possible for us for the past few years. To my left of her, on drums, we have Mr. Danick Tardif. He's been playing with me for almost 20 years now.
Hi, how are you, everybody?
On the left side of him, we got Mr. Manu Pelé. He's also been with us for almost 20 years.
Yeah. How are you, everybody?
And to the right of me, we have Mr. Warren Gross.
Hey there,
He's
everyone.
on guitar over here.
All right. The first thing is actually a pretty standard question, but I'm actually surprised you and I had never talked about this, or not that I can remember. Who or what actually inspired you the most to start playing music, to try to do that as a living?
To do that as a living, yes. I would say, well, of course, my dad was my inspiration, where we had music always in the house and watching my dad play. One time in my teenage year, it kicked me in and told me to do like Dad. So I always wanted to get on stage and be able to sing and that, so on. And influences, basically, I started with playing Chuck Berry. School Days was my first song on stage, and 500 people, and I was supposed to sing that actually in the second set, but my buddy got stage fright and put me on first. So I sang. So I broke that in at a young age. That's 17 years old.
Cool. Was there anybody who actually wasn't a musician? I'm thinking maybe a songwriter or something you might have heard somewhere along the way. Anyone that was a big influence on you in that way, in the performing aspect of it?
Yes, actually, a good friend of my dad's family, who my dad played in a band with him and his cousins. One of the guys that used to come and see us, his name was Gary Chapman, and he was the one who told me that you should continue doing this because you already have autographs at 17 years old after doing your songs on stage. So he says, and I remember all these young kids were coming up and asking for autographs. I said, what's going on here? This is like some Back to the Future stuff. So it gave me a great feeling after that first show, and for him to tell me that. I used to play a lot of football with him, and so that stuck in my mind. Yeah.
All right. Can we play one, or can you play one to be a little more correct here?
Yes, we can play start a first song called "I'm a Guitar Man." This is original track, ladies and gentlemen. Something like this.
Mama.